Hey, we are live back with Daily Devotion. Happy Tuesday to you. And I missed being with everybody yesterday, but just took, as sometimes I do, try to take a Monday off. And how's your week going? You guys doing all right? Everybody starting their week off good? Does anybody, I got a trick question for you. Does anybody remember our practical application from Sunday's message? Those of you that didn't watch Sunday's message, go back and watch it. You can go back, just scroll down a couple videos and you'll find it. We talked about basically this one word that changes everything in the English language. Well, it's in other languages too, but the significance of this one word. Have you ever been wanting to talk about someone and you were saying all this nice stuff, but then you said, but they are like this sometimes? Or, you're sharing something or somebody's telling you something and they're saying something like, oh, this is so great, this is so good, but it's a one word shift. And we talked about it on Sunday. We can be going through life and the story of our life can be written as so just ugly and can be messed up and broken and beat up and literally just that one word shift. But Jesus came into my life. And we've been hearing that over the past couple of weeks. We've had some testimonies, some people sharing their stories at Coast Church. And it's been incredible to see what that one word shift, when Jesus comes into the picture and into the story, it's an absolute game changer. I'm telling you, with everything going on in the world right now, my hope is in Jesus. My footing and foundation is in him, and it's sure because it's in him. He is the cornerstone, the foundation that I build my life upon. And I'm not fretting what is going on in the world. Am I upset about different things? Sure. But am I fearful or fretting or scared or the world's going to end? Yeah, the world is going to end one of these days. But my hope is in Jesus, not knowing the day nor the hour, not knowing who's going to do it and how it's all going to happen and unfold. My heart is set on him, and that is the key. So this week, I want to kind of introduce this today. And give you guys just a little bit of a preview of what we're going to go over the next 3 days after today, 4 days total. But really, it's just using this one word shift in our faith, in our prayer time, and really getting it into our personal devotion time. So I don't know if you've ever been struggling. Maybe you're struggling right now, but you have to get to a point where you understand there is one thing that can change it all. I am just, oh man, I'm so broken. I've been struggling. But God, if you can do anything, but Jesus, if you could heal me, but Jesus, if you could just change my situation around. If you can get to the place where you begin to understand that, you begin to use that in your prayers. You think a lot of times praying is talking to God, but you got to understand praying is not just talking to God. Praying is talking to yourself sometimes. David said it like this. In the Psalms, he said, I encourage myself in the Lord. So this week, we're going to go over 3 things I believe that can be a part of that one word shift in your life. Number one, and we're going to talk about this one tomorrow. They're going to be each day. Number one is you've got to recognize your struggle. Recognize your struggle. It's that part of you, that messed up, broken part of you that you don't really want to admit. You don't talk about it to anybody else. You don't even talk about it in your prayer. Sometimes maybe you cry out, but you know it's breaking you and you know it's crushing you down. You've got to recognize your struggle. So if you're afraid of that, don't tune in tomorrow, because we're going to get there and we're going to get underneath the rug where you got, swept some stuff up under there in a loving way, right? Because that's what we're called to do, preach the truth in love. The second day, we're going to talk about realizing God's solutions. So number one, recognize your struggle. Number two, realize God's solutions. He's not just able, he is more than able. So we're going to recognize our struggle, and then we're going to realize God's solutions. And then the third and final one is going to be realigning in our relationship with him. And so that what that means is that instead of our relationship being built on the struggles and always having to go to him and saying, God, I've been struggling with this. I've been messed up with this. It's actually realigning and saying, you know what? I'm going to start living out of my relationship with him. I'm going to start living out of the victory I want to see over this thing. Doesn't mean you're not going to be tempted. It's not going to mean that there's going to be not going to be trials. Doesn't mean anything like that, but it means that you're going to start living out of the victory. And what does that look like? Well, we're going to talk about that one on Friday. But today, I just want you to understand it's okay if you struggle. That is part of life. But God does not want you to live in struggle. He does not want you to live in fear. He does not want you to live in any of that. And so he's calling you out of the struggle, out of the darkness, and into his marvelous light. You don't have to live in the struggle, but Jesus can come and change everything. So we're going to recognize, we're going to realize, and we're going to realign this week. It's going to be good. Hey, if you're in the Ventura area, join us tonight. We'll be at the Coast House for open prayer, just a time where we can pray. Sometimes I take some time to encourage a few different prayer needs, but it's really just a time where the church comes together and we hear each other pray, and it's beautiful. It's wonderful. And then tomorrow we will have midweek. That will be online as well. Right now we are only on Facebook Live for midweek, and hopefully we can get some more on there soon. God bless all of you. Hey, have a great rest of the week. We will see you. So good to see everybody jumping on. I see some pastor friends of mine. I see Josiah, Evelyn, Patty. I see Ernie, Raylene. Good to see you. Brian, man, good to see you. I hope you made it safely to Guam, and everybody else that is joining us. God bless you. Have a great day. Be blessed. And remember, no matter what is going on, but Jesus can change everything. God bless.